Today's horoscope, Leo October 26, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today is strong for tapping into whatever inspires you and pouring your energy into it. You gravitate to absorbing, multi-layered activities. Others are naturally drawn to you and admire your style today. The week holds special opportunities for learning about what makes you feel stronger. It's an excellent time for getting rid of clutter or excess and possibly also attitudes that have held you back from going after what you want. You might eliminate non-essential possessions and unnecessary or frivolous expenses. Selling old things or finding new ways of using what you already have can figure strongly now. Focus on clearing your life and mind of things you no longer need. You're no stranger to ferocity and intensity. However, even if you are not a fan of Mars retrograde cycles, Mars retrograde takes place roughly every 2 years, and we are presently in a pre-shadow phase of it. As the planet of sex and war, Mars must be vital for us to pursue our desires. Yet, when he is asleep, you deal with situations from the past tied to these themes, either to resurrect the situation or relationship or to release it and find closure once and for all. Consider where you're at during this time and if there is anything that is speaking to you to heal or rekindle. Mars will initially retrograde in your zodiac sign, so prepare for a significant turning point in life. You may struggle to convey your thoughts and feelings today. Conversing with coworkers and clients might be more sensitive than usual because the moon in your sign will square Mercury in Scorpio. You might typically have a warm, friendly tone in all of your professional interactions. Try as you may, some may not be open to your demeanor. A coworker may not agree with you, or a client may be hard to connect with. Do not overthink it. Be true to yourself and how you usually speak, even if there is a disconnect in your workplace interactions. The planetary alignment today has you feeling, if not your best, then at least very vivid this week. There is some contentment to be had in knowing that you are a vibrant and emotional soul. To keep yourself healthy both physically and emotionally, don't skimp on the physical exercise this week. Make it a priority to get some exercise that reinvigorates you, whether that's walking, running, lifting weights or even gardening. Whatever keeps your blood flowing is your highest priority. Your number will incite you to follow rather than open up a path today, so you may feel somewhat submissive in relation to a person or situation close to you. You may have to bear a burden or make an effort to find an equilibrium. Take responsibility for your dependence on others, concentrate on the task that needs to be accomplished and take the long view. Today, you don't have the necessary hand to move things ahead alone. While the moon is making its ordinary monthly visit to Leo, something that every 4 weeks brings a chance to check in and become more emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, it is the timing that makes this significant. With your birthday month well and truly behind you, there should be no more planetary activity in Leo until next year, but instead, Mars is just 10 days away from the start of his longest visit to your sign over a decade. Once there, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos will remain here for the rest of the year, with the moon giving you an early sense of the things that are starting to excite you. As the moon makes its monthly visit to Leo, it not only forms a friendly aspect to Venus, the planet of love in your romantic sector and the North Node in an adventurous part of your chart, but just as they are separating from their own alliance that peaked 2 days ago. This is helping to hold the spirit of romance and adventure together, along with the element of fate and the laws of attraction. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's astrological energy brings an interesting mix that may throw some conversations a bit off balance, but don't worry, you can handle it with ease and mindfulness. With Mercury in intense, perceptive Scorpio squaring the moon in warm, expressive Leo, there's a clash of tones that could make communication feel a bit challenging. You might find that while one person is feeling deep, emotional, and reflective, the other is in a lighter, more carefree mood, eager to joke and keep things upbeat. Sound familiar? We've all been there, right? Sometimes it's just one of those days when the vibes don't match up as planned, and that's okay. Instead of forcing a conversation or trying to align your energies when they're naturally out of sync, consider giving it some time. Pin the topic for another day and revisit it when both of you are feeling more aligned and open to each other's perspectives. Now, let's shift focus to the positive flow of energy around personal connections today. The stars are aligning to make interactions with friends and family feel especially meaningful and enjoyable. It's the perfect time to nurture the bonds you cherish, whether that means planning a cozy gathering, calling up an old friend, or just being fully present with loved ones. These moments have a way of refilling our emotional tanks, reminding us of how special those relationships are. Think about the last time you had a laugh out loud moment with someone you care about. Doesn't it just bring a smile to your face? Today, lean into those moments and let yourself truly appreciate the people in your life who make everything feel lighter and brighter. And speaking of feeling good, there's a wonderful sense of physical and mental resilience in the air. Whether you're in the mood to tackle a new fitness goal, try a sporting challenge, or simply enjoy some well-deserved rest, today's energy supports you in caring for yourself. So, ask yourself, what do you need most? Is it the thrill of a brisk walk outdoors, a calming yoga session, or maybe even a nap to recharge? Embrace whatever helps you feel refreshed and balanced, and remember that self-care can look like anything from an intense workout to a quiet afternoon spent just recharging. However, when it comes to finances, today's energies encourage a cautious, measured approach. With the planetary constellations bringing some unpredictability, you might notice that financial opportunities don't quite hit the mark. Be mindful of impulse purchases or offers that sound a little too good to be true. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of something new, only to realize later that it wasn't quite worth it. Instead of rushing into decisions, try to keep things steady. Take time to consider your options, and if success doesn't come naturally today, that's okay. Think of it as the universe nudging you to save your resources for when the timing is right. Have you ever made a purchase that you later regretted? It's a familiar feeling. Today's guidance is all about holding back when needed and preserving your hard-earned money for the future. And on an emotional level, if you're feeling a bit more guarded than usual, embrace it. The universe is reminding you to set boundaries, protect your energy, and stay true to yourself in all interactions. With today's heightened awareness, you're likely to sense when something feels off or when someone's intentions aren't as clear as they seem. Trust that inner voice. Have you noticed lately that it's harder for anyone to pull the wool over your eyes? This is your cosmic superpower today, so use it to your advantage. In conversations that feel a little tricky or with people who seem to have their own agenda, lean into your natural intuition to navigate the situation with clarity and confidence. In the spirit of staying open and connected, I'd love to hear from you. Have you felt any shifts in your relationships recently? Or maybe sensed that you're more intuitive and protective of your energy? Or perhaps you have a story about a time when you followed your gut and it paid off? Share your experiences in the comments. Your insights could be just what someone else needs to hear. Today is all about balancing the energies around us, honoring our own needs, and showing up authentically for the people we care about most. You've got this.